Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Rifki. This is a different video for me today and for you guys. I am doing a reaction video to Fixer Upper The Lake House with Chip and Joanna Gaines, and I'm really excited to record and shoot this video and react to the 2 episodes that they just released this past Sunday. So it's a lot for me to look at and talk about, and so I'm gonna just be pulling out the things that really drew my attention or that I have an opinion about as an interior designer, whether it's good or maybe a critique. And so yeah, let's just jump right in and get started.
This house was the right price, the right location. Lake view. Yes.
There's not a lot of lake houses that are available in Waco.
That's true. So this thing is a heck of a steal. Now, it was built in 1965 and has over 5,100 square feet.
I love it.
But the last remodel was in the 80s, so it's definitely got some interesting features. But hey, it's got 5 bedrooms, 5 baths, a sweet pool, sits on 1.5 acres, and has a $1 million view.
I looked at the original plans for this house. They were doing a blend.
So I just want to say, right, with those specs, that it was built in 1965 and then renovated in 1980. I will say the construction back then was so much better than how construction is right now. Like, construction is just like with a bunch of twigs and sticks. Like, there's no real quality hardcore because everyone wants everything fast now. So it's just like da da da, particle board. Like, ugh, I don't like it. I wish we would go back to how construction was done, add the advancements and the, structural engineering that we've learned, but just use those materials better. Get the brick. You know what I mean? Bring brick back. Bring brick back. That's hard to say. Try to say that 5 times fast. This elevation right here is very nice. Very nice. That looks hand drawn. It could be just made to look hand drawn, but that looks really good. At some point, someone had to hand draw that. So that's pretty amazing. All right, back to it.
The Spanish Revival meets mid-century modern. So I think the brick is cool. I don't want to paint it. The only thing I do want to paint is the trim.
What about like some of these accent pieces where it's kind of the...
Yeah, don't paint the brick. Don't paint the brick. Leave brick as it is.
The whole thing's going to be a window.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Unless it's like really, really red brick, maybe do like a little whitewash or something, or something like that, but don't.
All right, let's go check it out.
Okay, Chip.
Oh, look at that view, babe.
I love that view.
Already captivating.
So this to me is distracting, speaking of the view. I would love this to be terrazzo.
So the first thing she wants to do is take out that flooring, which, like, to me is like the history of the house, which, like, I get it. Like, go ahead, but like that's some very skilled work right there. They don't do it like that anymore. That's like probably done on site, and the craftsmanship that went into that is amazing.
So I think this is terrazzo in the entry. We really want to elevate the staircase with more of that mid-century vibe. And then because there's really no texture happening in here, I want to do like a tile wall. So it's like, boom, you walk in and it's like showstopper. Wow.
But listen to me, if you'll start to try and appreciate the things that are beautiful that exist here,
which I'm doing everywhere.
How do we save that money?
Right.
But to redo it with terrazzo.
Thank you, Chip. Try to preserve that history. It's called historic preservation. There are architects out there specifically meant or focused on historical preservation.
This entire area is going to be expensive.
I know. I'm just saying this is in 2 rooms. Everywhere else, the flooring stays the same. I mean, to me, that is move-in ready.
Gorgeous.
Don't touch those floors. So pretty.
What's the plan here?
A couple things, Chip. This is going to be pricey, and this is where it's like, it may not be worth it.
Let's not let it be worth it.
I want to say it.
I want you to say it.
These windows, in my opinion.
He said, let's not let it be worth it. Just don't say, just let's not let it be worth it if it's going to be expensive. Oh my goodness.
Are short. I think go up 8 inches.
Keep running into these little dinky debates. It's just like, babe, you've got 15 inches max.
So go up a foot and it's dramatic.
You're talking about a lot of money for another foot of windows.
Today is just Joe's wish list. So let's just take it in. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I am. Like, even if it's not going to work, just let me get it out. I just want to just put the idea out there, put the thought out there, work it out in my brain, from my brain to my mouth. Even if it's a stupid idea, sometimes I just have to say it. But just don't cut me off. Just, you know, that's important. That's an important part of being creative and collaborating with other people. Sometimes you just need to say the bad ideas to get the good ones.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so to the left here, we're going to bump these windows up about a foot to really appreciate the view that's happening on the outside. Then over here on the right, we're going to leave this existing plastered fireplace.
That's a good looking fireplace.
And then redo some of these built-ins.
Love that. What I just want you to hear is it's going to take a lot of money.
Bruh, built-ins are expensive now these days. Doing anything built-in is expensive. It's definitely worth it as far as the design goes, but like you can't do a built-in without like tripping and then spending like maybe $5,000, $10,000 on that. And most of the time it's like, or at least maybe 40% of that is just the materials, and the labor is, the other 60%.
Come on, babe. Me and you, like in the old days, babe, we didn't buy things and then, we lose our tail on it. We made money and we bought things for our kids. We put diapers on their table.
The nice thing about a house that's this size and again, this kind of a listing, mid-century, built in the 60s, some of my finish outs are going to be a little higher than I would typically do. Okay.
The nook plus the laundry room combined together for one new kitchen.
Yes. I love the idea of like, if you're in the kitchen, you're entertaining, this is the view. I love it. Can we go look in the...
Windows are very important in a kitchen as well as lighting. Like, don't put the kitchen on the dark side of the house. That's usually the north side of the house. Just don't do it. Put it on the south side. South, east, southwest, anything south is fine. Just don't put it on the north side.
Existing kitchen though?
Yeah.
Because I want to show you something.
Find out some mysteries.
Come with me.
I love this kitchen, babe. This water fountain.
So commercial to me.
What the heck? They got a whole water fountain. It is very commercial. Like, who lived there? That they have a whole industrial hole in the ceiling exhaust fan over top of the stove, which it's kind of normal, but you only see that in like very, very professional kitchens. And then like stainless steel everything. Like, oh my goodness. Were they a chef?
Toaster. I love this.
So this will be a walkway. So the laundry room will move in here.
Wait, this was also renovated in the 80s. So that's kind of like, I mean, kind of up to date for the 80s. Like, just switch the colors around a little bit and the finishes and, change a lot of things. But, like, still, that's kind of like, you wouldn't think that was in the 80s. That looks pretty contemporary, or at least transitional or something. It doesn't look that old. That's wild. Okay.
And then this space, I would love to do a built-in sofa to create this kind of rec room. You're in here and you're looking out at the pool. It just feels a little more family friendly. I don't have a buyer on the end, so I have to now create this family in my mind. How do they live? How many kids do they have? How am I creating this space that's functional and beautiful for a larger family?
That's so true. Like, when you don't have a client, it's even harder to try to pinpoint the design choices that you make, because there's no criteria. There's no like lane to stay in. So it's like you can swerve all over the road, but when you have a client and you know what their needs are and their, what the residency quantity is and all that type of stuff, like, it's easier to design because you're focused, there's a lane. But with no client, there's no lane. And yeah, that's trickier.
Okay, I do want to show you the upstairs.
All right.
You have to use your imagination.
This is the primary suite. I need you to take out that column.
Okay.
Remember that window outside that I said I wanted to be floor to ceiling? That goes all the way to the floor. And I want to put a bed next to it. The bathroom needs to be completely gutted, and we'll just figure out.
So if you're wondering why maybe she didn't like put another window on the other side of the bed and like center the bed and stuff, I think what she's probably trying to do here is like preserve the exterior of the house as much as possible. So what a lot of times people will do is just change windows into doors, or vice versa, change doors into windows, like if they want to cover it up, because the opening's already there. You're just slicing down, or slicing all the way up. So that's why she didn't add another window on the other side.
Where to put the new tub, shower, and vanity.
Okay.
Only other thing is this deck, it's actually falling apart. Tear it up and just do a new one.
Yeah.
Tear it up. Just tear it up and just do a new one. I like that. Just make them decisions fast and easy.
Okay, so babe, we've got a lake house. I bought it for the right price. We're in the right location, and this is the right time for us to make a profit. We're gonna blow some stuff up here.
We are
Demo day.
demoing the lake house today. We've got cabinets, countertops, built-ins, that main wall that we're gonna create for the new kitchen.
It's demo day. Let's go.
I'm just wanting to see this space cleaned up so that we can make sure what we're wanting to implement from a design standpoint is right.
Okay, I just want to say something about the way that this is being done, the demo's being done. I don't think they're that aggressive with it anymore. I think they're quite surgical and like clean. Well, they're making a mess, but like they're not just like sludge hammering everything, like all of that. They're not really doing that. They're just like cutting the drywall, pulling it off. You know, it's that all of that is for our entertainment. Be like, yeah, demo day, yeah, like that's just not how they do it.
Who?
What the heck? It doesn't even have a pole there. You don't put a fake column in the middle of a room like that. What? I
Would
don't know.
put a decorative post right in the middle of the room like that. That is bananas.
So today I'm going to be doing a design overview.
I love that part. That is the most fun part, but also can be kind of overwhelming, but very fun because you're picking out all the samples and seeing all the materials together. And I just want to get my hands in there.
And all the finishes. Really what you see originally with this house, 1965, there are two prominent design elements, a little bit of that Spanish revival, arches with some of the details, and then a lot of design that nods more to that mid-century style, like those minimalist clean lines and low-pitched roof. You wanted to keep a mix of both of those. So where I want to start is
Mid-century modern is the goal here. And I don't know what she's got going on with this like terracotta, peach tile, and marble situation going on. But I see like some greens in there, and just like the natural orange and like woven fabric. I don't know about that blue over there or what that red thing is, but we'll see how it all works out. But so far, I'm loving the green and the natural tones in the fabric choices that she selected. But yeah, I got some questions about other stuff though.
is just the entryway. When you step into the entryway, I think the biggest thing in here is the terrazzo floors, a brand new stair.
I'm sorry. That looks like SketchUp. That looks like someone took the time to draw all of those details and things in there. That looks like SketchUp. And if they use SketchUp, then I'm not so far off Okay, we don't need to be all fancy with a Revit out here. But yeah.
Staircase and that wall that we're going to tile. This is the terrazzo. It's got some golden tones to it. We're going to do brass inlays. And then this is the green.
I'm sorry. She loves to do terrazzo with inlays. Loves it. She loves it. Brass, that's a high maintenance metal material. Can't, although it ages beautifully, it does patina quite well, but honey,
Tile wall on the staircase. It's really gonna make a huge statement. And then we want to do carpet on the stairs because we really feel like that was something that you see in a lot of those mid-century homes. So as you move out of the foyer, you're going to walk into the living room. Raising the windows wasn't as expensive as we originally thought, so I get my bigger windows. With the fireplace, we just feel like it's beautiful. I love that archway, love the plaster.
I love the curved shelving on this fireplace. Just literally bringing those shelves all the way to the front of the fireplace where it's like one solid plane and then like curving it on the edge there and making it almost look like it was molded and just like carved out of plaster or something or stone. That looks really, really cool. And I'm glad they're keeping the original shape of the fireplace. And then like I'm already seeing the cased opening over there, the curved case, the rounded like corner on the case opening. That looks so good. Very mid-century modern. They love their curves.
So we're going to add plaster shelving that's rounded on the corner on both sides. As you move into the kitchen, we're going to carry that plaster finish on the walls and then just have beautiful millwork and cabinetry.
I just love like the wood tones. Like, oh, okay, that's where she wants to put the tile. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I like that. But I like the cabinetry, how the cabinetry looks. I mean, I guess if she's going mid-century modern, but I don't know about that tile.
One of the colors that we courtyard.
It's also good what she just mentioned, like continuing the terrazzo floor and then like bringing that green tile back that was from the entry. It's good to repeat some of those materials throughout the house because then it looks like, oh, this was planned together, this was built together, like some thought was put into this. And it's also making use of the same material, so you're not buying a bunch of materials from different places. It's a good money saver and good design choice. So happy about that.
But it needed one grounding moment in that space. And so we furred out the wall to create a little nook. And we have custom trim, wallpaper, wall sconces.
When they say furred out the wall, that basically just means they've made the wall thicker, like they've built some thickness to the wall and they just furred it out. That's just all that what that means.
And then we're going to do a custom buffet that will fit in that space. And then I'd say one of the spaces I'm most excited about is the rec room. So we're going to panel the walls, do a cream kind of retro fireplace in the corner. On the floors, we're doing...
I love the idea of that built-in sofa. That looks so, so cool. Like I would love to have that in my house. Like that kind of makes me that sort of scenario gives me like Japanese garden, like, Japanese architecture style. I love to see that in a space. And that's what I feel like mid-century modern and like Japanese, they kind of like overlap a little bit. Like when you look at it, it kind of overlaps a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks really good in that like mindset of just like a comfortable. It's moody. You know what I'm saying? Like it sets the tone. Like it's about enjoying life and experiencing an emotion. It's not just like furniture, you know? So I'm loving what she's doing here.
this checkered black and white lava stone. We have a built-in sofa. We're choosing this green mid-century fabric. This space is going to feel cozy, inviting, but also super practical. When you walk upstairs into the primary, you will have a built-in bench seat. And then for the bed, you've got
Wow,
some
look at that
velvet,
wallpaper.
marble, and more of this textured wallpaper that we really love. So this is the style or the feel of.
Wallpaper is back, baby. It's coming back. Wallpaper is no longer like ick, ill. Wallpaper is back. Hopefully, it's here to stay, in the right application, right selection of material, and it can be timeless. But wallpaper is back.
That terracotta. So I think the biggest thing in here is the custom metalwork that's happening that's going to hide the toilet area, the shower. It's like a partition.
Why? Okay, I don't like that. No. I really don't like that because it's giving me like bathroom stall, like gym bathroom stall, or it's not. I don't know.
Well, you'll have the reeded glass.
We were debating as we're going to fur out this entire wall, how high should the cased opening go? It's either going to match the window, which is directly to its left, or it's going to match all the other doors throughout the entire project.
Match the window. Don't have it be that. Don't have the wall come out and then the header be that low. Raise it up to match the window, because when you walk in, those are the first, like literally as we're looking at it, those are the first two things that you see. Just make it the same. Don't worry about all the other door openings.
Oh my gosh.
Like, why wouldn't you do 93, 93 and then back down again?
I would say match all these doors, including the entrance to the living room.
Well, then that's a window and that's a door.
That's what I'm saying. So fine, leave it like this.
I'm kind of conflicted though.
What is happening?
Maybe we raise it.
To some people, it might look like an argument. But to Joe and I, it's actually us weighing against each other,
It's
leaning.
sharpening our ideas.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
We've got
All right, so that was episode 1. They brought us in. We're demoing. Haven't had any materials go in just yet, but hopefully in episode 2 we're gonna jump right in right now. Hopefully they're made some progress, because I want to start to see these materials get in there and see the space come together. Although I don't know, maybe that's not till episode 3, but I'm just excited either way. So let's